Good morning, fellers. Right now we're in South Florida. This is the best place to fish for sword spines in Florida. We've seen collections on FishBrain. It's the place we've seen the most sword spine snook. I've got 3 rods rigged up. I've got live bait, a jig rod, and a popping cork jig. All ultralight. And I've got some sailfin mollies in the back I brought from Orlando. We're loaded down, we got all the lures we need. I got 2 days. So I stayed here last night, and now it's about 8:30, I'm launched. A little late start, it was really cold this morning. No worries, because they're snook, they like the hot anyway, so they should start warming up soon. I've got some spots I want to hit. Backwater cove, so right now we're on kind of main river stretch, and I need to get back into this cove and then see what we can get done. So I got about a mile paddle ahead of me, guys, and then we're going to get the fishing started. But wish me luck, because this rare ass fish, it needs to end this week. It needs to end so I can do something else. You know, things don't always go as planned. My first plan was to fish this little oxbow. There was supposed to be a way in right here. Nice. This is my rod holder on this route. I'm trying to get out here and see if I can find this oxbow. My boat's not going anywhere. All right, guys. You know the combo, I think, by now. Pen Battle 1000, Pen Battle 3 1000. Bass Pro Shops Bionic Blade 6-foot ultralight. Running some ultralight braid to some 12-pound fluorocarbon tied to a tiny terrorize. All right, so I tried to make it in there. It was impossible, but I can still make it back there. But I have to backtrack, and there's another one just up ahead here. I'm gonna check that one out first. So let's hope I can get through it. Where there's a will, there's a way. Let's see what we can do. We're on an adventure. Screw it. I don't have much tall things on me. Really, if I can clear this part. Oh my God. This is nuts. Ooh. At least we could say we got through that one. If we're gonna get any further, it's anybody's guess. Let's power through. Seems to be working. Well, would you look at that? Would you look at that? This is crazy. Look at him go, y'all. By him, I mean me. Holy crap. Oh, broken rod. Oh, that was a close one. This place is wild, y'all. Holy crap. I think this is it, though. I think this is what I did all this for. We'll try it out, see what happens. All right, guys. Very, very specific bait. It's a native fish. It's a sailfin molly. Now, the reason I chose these guys is because they can survive in brackish and fresh water. Perfect sword spine snook bait. Lip hooking it on the ultralight. I got a little mosquito circle hook. I think it's about a size 4, maybe size 2. And I'm free lining them. Some braid, some leader. See what happens. All right, let's get out of here. Finally, got my sword spine. There we go. There he is. There's my swordie. Oh. Check it out, guys. Here's what anybody who lives here would call a swordspine snook. But that is a little fat snook. I got him on the terrorize there. It's probably about 9 inches. Little guy. That is a small scale fat snook. If you see, that spine looks kind of short. It barely reaches the tail, but really that's not the good way to tell. If you notice, his scales are tiny. Let me wet my hands here. It's tiny scales, big eye, tall body. That's a small scale fat snook. Ugh, strong little bugger. See you later, guy. Oh, about 4 hours in, get the skunk out of the boat. That was on the chartreuse terrorize, just beating it, casting it around while I'm soaking this live bait. Sweet. Not a sword spine, but I'm glad to find a snook, that's for sure. Fat snooks are what's to be expected in this area, but not a mine cichlid. Caught a snook, not even real up shallow. I was just fishing the terrorize kind of in the middle of the river, so really fun. Let's keep it up. Let's catch some more. Let's get that sword spine. Skunk out of the boat. That's so rad. He thumped it. Exactly what I'm looking for, that little snook, but that same thing, bigger scales, and a pointier face, and a smaller eye, a prettier color. I'm just gonna throw this freaking live bait out in the back and put it down. Because that fat snook catch just gave me confidence. Good old chartreuse. Good old chartreuse, baby. Chartreuse terrorize. Fishing 12-pound fluorocarbon, which is actually a little light, believe it or not. These fish will tear up your leader. Nice one. Nice one. That could be my sword spine right there. It looks like another fat snook. This time on the molly. Nice, right after I caught that other one. Reeling it in. That's a better one. Again, same size, wrong species. Scales are too small, but that is sick. That was on the molly from Orlando. Orlando mollies, catching snook. Number 2. Nice. Another fat snook. Check that out. Slaying them. Slaying the fat snook. They smoke it, dude. So fun. So fun. All right, on the terrorize right there. It's really doing well. See you later, guy. There he goes. Sweet, man, this is so fun. At least I'm on some fish. I'm having a blast. You know, when I started snook fishing, back in these cuts for little weird ones, I would always fish right up against the shoreline, which can be productive. Don't get me wrong. Throwing stuff under the mangroves is awesome. But to be honest with you, I could count on one hand how many snook I've pulled out from under a mangrove while looking for sword spine snook. And during the day with artificial, especially this guy just passed me, this is a residential area, people fish this area. I've never had success in like a public river, only in like backwaters, kayak only type spots. And what I'm getting at here is that it's because I was fishing too shallow. Snook are benthopelagic, described as benthopelagic, which bentho means bottom, pelagic means they cruise the bottom. They're not just up shallow. They're going to be cruising the bottom. So I'm fishing this heavy jig. I don't want a light jig. because it's hard to finesse a snook into biting. I like reaction fishing for snook with lures, so fishing down the main canal, kind of throw it up shallow, not too shallow, whatever. Let it hit bottom, bump, bump, bump. Let it hit bottom, bump, bump, bump. Trying to get that reaction and not focusing too shallow. Fish that thing wherever, in the middle, whatever. Yeah, I am beating it hard for ultralight. These fish are crazy, man. That'll trigger them right there. Come after it, and as soon as it falls, smoke it. That's what happens every time. There we go. Another one. Like another fat snook. Come on. Check that out. He smoked it. Another little fat snook. A little fatty. See you later. The fun thing about toothless fish that smoke lures so willingly, like snook and bass. By the way, check this out. It broke off. Frayed me up. Yeah, see that 12-pound? When you catch a fish, you gotta retie almost every time. Anyways, fun thing about fish like snook and bass is when the bite is on, it's actually better to use lures. And it's so fun to bounce around this versus pitching that little molly up against stuff. Boink, boink, thump, set the hook. And on these rods, these little snook, believe it or not, they're fun. And if I hook anything decent, crazy. But you know, we're not after that. I just need one snook that's the same size as all the snook I've caught today. Okay then. What? What the heck? My PB snook? Okay, please. What just happened? Okay. Oh my god, this is ripping so hard. Came off? Yep. Man. Holy crap. The way that thing was pulling drag was insane. All right guys, midday update time. Well, it's about 1:30. We've been fishing hard since about 8:30. Moving a lot, fishing a lot. Live bait, artificial, we've done it all. Really the most success we had is like this backwater cove and with the terrorize, yeah, and the shad procure. Tiny terrorize and shad procure. I also got one on the sailfin molly. I haven't got much on that, but man, whatever I hooked, yeah, I don't know, it was crazy, but it's been an all right day. I've been having fun. Haven't fallen in the water. I've caught some weird snook species, so I really can't ask more than that. I've been having a blast out here. I'm trying to figure out what move to make. I'm thinking, this is really hard. This fish is so rare that I'm in the right area, and if I fish hard enough, there's a good chance I could run into one. Not a good chance I would, good chance I could. Something is telling me go more salt. I've read a lot on this fish. They don't quite like as much fresh water as fat snook, and this is fat snook heaven. I already knew it was going to be. That doesn't mean they won't be in here, because they will, especially this time of year when the water's low and the salt intrusion gets deeper and deeper back into the river. So in theory they'll go further up, but I'm not feeling it. A lot of fat snook. I wanna go fish closer to the salt. And we might have to resort to fishing that tomorrow. So right now I think I'm gonna go back to the marina and then just fish around there and see what I can pull out. Snook. That's common. Cool. Species number 2 of the day, common snook. So, compared to the other snook, smaller eye, slender body, a little bit larger scales, but mainly anal spine is way shorter. But that's cool. Species number 2 of the day. Sweet. On the terrorize again. Can't beat that thing. I knew I should have been throwing the jig. I'm so glad I did. Well, accidentally just released that common snook. Oh well. Little baby common. Munched it. Oh, come on, bro. Another little fat snook. Another one. Found the coconut. Boy, am I happy to see the Toyota. Not broken, started right up. All right. Man, I'm so tired. Outros. We tried, caught a lot of snook. They're all little, they're all the right size, they're all the wrong species. Commons and fats. Had a lot of fun today. We got one more day of this tomorrow, so we're gonna go a little bit further towards the saltwater tomorrow. That's the plan. Fish the same lures, maybe try to get some shrimp. I don't know, but I'm so tired, guys. I gotta get some food and get all my stuff together. Thank you so much for watching the video. Until next time, take it easy, guys.